Mr. Juice. It's been a while since our last talk. You're a tricky man to track down, but that is my job.
What do you want?
What do I want? We're a company. Our stocks are dropping. Our investors are starting to pull out. If you don't get us what we need, we're not just going to have to let you go. We're going to have to dissolve your entire department. Now, you wouldn't want that, would you?
What do you need me to do?
What we need is a miracle. The same miracle that you said you could get us. So, either you get it for us, and our business is done, or you don't. And if you don't, well, then you just have to wake up from this dream. So, as I was saying earlier, this episode focuses on fruits, vegetables, and nuts. Now, a lot of you may think, nuts, there's no juice in nuts. Well, as I said earlier, coconut is one of the largest nuts on the planet. Not the largest, but one of them. And while you might think that, hey, this is just a big honkin' rock, it can't do anything to me, you'd be wrong. Coconuts claim the lives of well over 40 soldiers every year. And, well, let's just say we're going to teach this thing a lesson or two about disrespecting the boys in gray. So now, the challenges this episode will be, 1, grapes. You have to take each one off the stem for them to, be juiced. Coconuts are essentially a fortress of solitude that you have to break into to get to the goodness. And, well, our vegetable here will surely bring a tear to the eyes of those not quite as experienced as I am. So now, let's get into it. Now, let's get into the processing of our fruits, vegetables, and our nut. While a coconut is clearly not the most obvious choice for a nut-based juice, I don't quite care for almonds, and cashews have their own issues, if I'm going to be honest. So we've chosen a coconut due to its A, volume, and B, natural high liquid content. Now then, let's get into it. The trick with the coconut, as you can see, it has these 3 holes. And I once knew of a man who could crack a coconut with nothing but his bare hands and a brick. What he did was he took it and he struck it on a corner of the brick, and it cut the coconut clean in half sideways. I replicated it once, many moons ago, but I hope I don't dent my sink in attempting to replicate it. Yep, there we go. Right here, we are beginning to form a crack across the coconut. A few more hearty whacks, and we should have this thing split clean in 2. A near perfect split, almost every time. Grapes will prove to be a much simpler and much more effective way of procuring juice. All you must simply do is remove them from their stalk? Stem. Manufactured holding device. Juicing grapes is often used for winemaking. However, they don't use the delicate care and procedures that I am going to be showing you today. What they do is they stick them into a bucket, and then wine is made. Isn't that crazy? If only life were that simple. The onion, a bulb made of condensed leaves. For longer than I'd like to admit, I've been waiting to use an onion in a juice-related content.
And well, to be fair, I don't think I'm the only one. I've heard your cries, your demands, your alternatives to creating onion juice. And unfortunately, I just can't accept that. As a man of science, I have a bit of a reputation to uphold. Now that the outer layer's done, all we gotta do is chunk this bad boy so it'll fit into the blender. All we have to do is chunk this bad boy so it'll fit into the juicer. And just like that, we're ready to juice. Welcome to the final segment. We're finally going to taste our juice. Now then, this is a concoction made of coconut milk, juiced coconut white, juiced onion, and juiced grapes. And I'm going to be completely fair with you here. I am shocked that this does not reek of onion. So let's give it a little stir and put it into our non-branded white cup, clear cup that I found at a thrift store in my area. And let's get drinking. The perfect size. I have a sinking feeling in my stomach. I can't fathom a world where this tastes good. But, alas, here we are. Nothing. It doesn't smell like anything. Just strange. Because onions are aromatic. And coconuts I know nothing about. They're not in my part of the world. So. It tastes good. But the aftertaste is just onion. It's just onion. The aftertaste is just a mouthful of just onion. Oh, you absolutely love to see it. You hate it. You hate to see it, but you love to see it. Do you like I love the way it separates. There's just this horrid mass of stuff up here, and then it's just down here. I'm going to get a straw, and we're going to try to drink just the stuff out of the bottom. So we'll see how that. I have applied a straw to the beverage, and it is now time to taste just the stuff at the bottom. I can see a lot of the grape skin has collected in the bottom. This makes sense. The foam has begun moving its way up very slowly. And the liquid here at the bottom has a lot of pinkish hues to it, which makes me want to think that this is all grape juice mixed with the coconut water, and this is all the atrocity that is onion, liquidized onion. So let's find out. I got some grape skins, clearly. Doesn't really. It tastes like grapes. Shockingly, like grapes is what I put in the most of by volume, but I think if you eat a single grape and then eat a single onion, you're gonna get a lot more onion. And the coconut water just didn't seem to have much going for it. I've had coconut water on its own before. It is the previous time I bested a coconut in hand-to-hand combat, and I didn't care for it then. It had a very strange taste to it. I can't remember what it tasted like. I just know that I didn't care for it. And I'm not getting that in here. It's strictly just onion and grape. And I knew when I poured this that if it wasn't over a 6 out of 10, I was not going to be finishing this. And to be completely fair, I don't even feel like taking another sip. This clearly isn't it. It's not what I'm looking for. It's not what I need. It's just subpar. I'm going to give it a 3 out of 10. And hope that this next one is what I'm looking for. So 3 out of 10. I'll see you next time.